Spellbinders. This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with Crafty Chit Chat, a little bit of my trip to Arizona, how I packed for that trip, and a haul, and I show you a lot of the goodies. I'm going to still have to do a second video to show you some more of the cards because I still have to put them together. Also, Kit Club is now out at Spellbinders. It's an artistic take this month. You're going to see a color palette, swatches. There are various dies. There's still a floral die set as well. Really large, beautiful flowers. Oh, I don't have the card to show you. I'll show you in the Kit Club video. And there is a sale at Spellbinders, but it's only focused on past Kit Club items. And I also saw, but because I'm not a Kit Club member, I'm not sure about the access to it. Existing Kit Club members, if you did not purchase certain deluxe caboodle clubs and you wanted those bonus items, there are limited quantities, but those are now for sale individually, but it's for Kit Club members only. So as a regular crafter, you can't go in and just pick those out. It's only accessed by being a Kit Club member. So I will try and find how to put a link for it. There is a blog hop as well. And if you do the blog hop, you can win $25 store credit. So that's nice to the Spellbinders store. But now let's talk about what happened to me. So you've noticed I've been MIA the whole week, wondering, I thought Suzanne was going on this great trip. How come I haven't heard from her? I was sick as a dog. I'm still sick as a dog now. I'm at about 80%, but you know, makeup makes you look good. I feel like, I was like, what should I tell them I feel like? Hot garbage. How about that? The entire week. And it had nothing to do with the weekend. That weekend was fantastic, fabulous. For all the crafters that I met, 2 thumbs up. And for those of you that had trusted me, this is your first in-person crafting event. You came and you had a blast and you were like, Suzanne was talking about that. Let me go. Some folks approached me and said, you know, I came here because of you. It was worth every penny, wasn't it? Every single crafter, day one, when we went in, our Platinum Scout was there, 100 of us. I got the Blue Mist. So we're going to unbox this one. And I'm going to talk about a few little Scout tips too, because Denzel was there. So I'll show you the tips that he gave us when you have a new die cut machine. So let me talk about what happened. It was amazing, amazing. I flew in for 7 hours, went straight to Spellbinders and had a blast. I met everybody. It was so fun. But then for the crafters that did the tour of the Spellbinders headquarters and the warehouse, I still didn't even see the warehouse. I was doing something else, but I'll talk about that another time. They allowed everybody to get on set. You could film video if you wanted to, the same set that you'll see Kim, and I do have my little video. I'll show it to you in my Kit Club video. I'll use it as an intro. We had a photo booth. They gave us the prints from the photo booth. They sent us digital copies of the photo booth. It was just so fun. It was a first-class experience. Bravo to both Creative Escape and Spellbinders coming together. The hotel that we stayed at was so fabulous too. The hotel was about a mile away from Spellbinders. Now they gave us transportation to the hotel because Arizona is hot at this time of year. Instead of it being like a little 15-seater coach van to go for those transfers in between the 2 locations, they hired a coach bus, like the ones that you see with sport teams and everything fancy. Wheelchair access if you needed it for your scooter, etc. And a driver. It was like, wow. It was a first-class experience. And we got lots of product. I carried 2 of my craft stacks. They even gave us a craft stacks. And folks were like, oh my gosh, I got a craft stacks. Because maybe they waited to see, and now that they have one and then used it for all the projects that we made, they were like, wow. So beyond the equipment, supplies, dies, lots of dies that they gave us, new ones and then some other ones as well, just really, really nice. I'll show you what they gave us. So that weekend was so fabulous, and meeting all the crafters. Kudos to every crafter that I met. And let's talk about Nicole for a second. So I said to you, I'm not sure if I would know what to say to her. So I met her and I said, I wasn't sure what I was going to say to you. I couldn't stop talking to her. She was just so fun. Oh, we were laughing and giggling from day one. She did a fabulous workshop. Josie did a great workshop. Nina, the owner of Creative Escape, also was working with Josie in the workshop. Fabulous. And then Kim. So amazing. But Nicole was just like icing on the workshop cherry cake. So let me tell you the drama of why you haven't seen me all week. So workshop went like just swimmingly. My return flight. And I had said when I was first going to the event, the only thing that would stop me from going is a hurricane. Oh yeah, the hurricane caught me on the return end. Crafters, I flew 18 hours. Instead of it being one stop like my flight originally, because of the hurricane, they canceled my flight. I was expecting it from the day before because she started off, Florida going on up, and anybody that was affected, thoughts and prayers to you because I know what it's like. I was affected by Hurricane Andrew. We lost our house, roof tore off, all that. I'm in a different state needing to go home. I was prepared to stay until Tuesday. So Sunday morning, I'm leaving. Other folks had left already. They went out on like the red eye, 5 o'clock flight. I got the notification, flight canceled. Okay, sitting there. So I'm like, okay, let me go talk to the hotel to stay longer. Then I get, oh, you're rebooked. So I spoke back to the hotel. It's all right, I'm going to check out. And the day went downhill. My flight originally was supposed to leave at 7 and arrive at midnight here in Fort Lauderdale. My new flight, after a few connections too, just wonderful, left at midnight and arrived at 4:30 something in the morning. I was in bed Monday morning at 5:30. I had jet lag. I started coming down with a cold. I have been exhausted the entire week. It was just so stressful, the ending part. So that's why you haven't seen me. I just couldn't get up to do the video. I was doing a few things and I couldn't even do a lot of things. Sleeping and trying to get some rest, trying to recoup. I'm not sure if it was being in the airport that long and being on the plane without breaks or fresh air that I got sick. I don't know. The beginning part, fabulous. So if this event comes again, that's my dog on the ground. So if this event comes again, crafters, go. And some folks who were there said, I'd love to be back next year. I don't know if it's going to happen because Creative Escapes is having these workshops with different vendors. They picked Spellbinders as their first vendor. Their next event will be with Hero Arts. I'll put the date here. And I'll also put a link for Creative Escapes event page so you can see all of this. And then their following event is with 49th and Market. They remind me of like Prima and maybe Cartabella, Simple Stories, like a mix right in there. Somewhere in there. My dog is down here on the ground. She died to get into my lap. Okay, crafters. Here's Tori. Tori, look there. Look. You want a kiss? Don't kiss me. Get Tori. You're going to kiss makeup. So anyway, but for all the crafters that I met, oh my gosh, you guys were just amazing. So fabulous. And huge shout out to my California crafters. Oh, these ladies. And I'm talking about Judy Ann, Laquita, Jennifer, and Lori. You guys took me out. They were just filled with that California hospitality. They're already inviting me to crops there and everything. It was just amazing. We went to a local scrapbook store, Scraps of Love. I bought some things there. In the scrapbook store, they're like, why are you so quiet? I'm like, I haven't been to an in-person scrapbook store in a long time. Why not, Suzanne? I don't have any around me. The one that's here really focuses on mixed media. She's about an hour away. So that's a 2-hour drive. So her store is a little bit different. It wasn't like what I saw there. Crafters, that was 3 stores in one. They even have a discount store. They have the main store with all the papers. It's in Arizona, close enough to Phoenix. I don't know what area it is in. And then Tori, okay. She's feeling the love right now. And then they had a second side, and then you go outside to another storefront, and then that's the discount store. 3 stores. It was amazing. There are things in there that have been like retired they had. I found a Spellbinders die set that I've never seen before. And I'll talk about that because that's an exclusive, just like this. Crafters, remember Better Press Society? This is I think this is the July one. It's called Summer Vibes. It's a Better Press plate. Of course I got it because it looks like Florida. Fabulous. Creative Escapes also carries Better Press Society. They signed on for another 6 months because it was supposed to end at 6 months, but it's now an additional 6 months. Better Press Society is an agreement between Spellbinders and a group of local scrapbook stores, brick and mortar stores. They will carry exclusive products like this. Every month is a new Better Press plate that can only be found at those local scrapbook retailers. I have this sent to me from my local scrapbook store, which is everythingmixedmedia.com. I will link it below so you can see. She even wrote, "Thanks for shopping local with us." Isn't that nice? They renewed another 6 months. So if you go through Creative Escapes, you sign up for the 6 months and they'll automatically send it to you. You can even sign up for the add-on. There's a little add-on if you wanted to get that. Sometimes it's a die, sometimes it's sentiment, Better Press plates, everything surrounding Better Press. So the die set that I found is called Winter Florals. That was a die workshop called Crafter's Home. Crafter's Home. Another agreement with local scrapbook stores, and extras of those dies were at Scraps of Love. So I'm shopping in there and I'm like, what's this die set? I've never seen this. I picked it up. That's where that die set came from, and I'll show you in my haul. So a few crafters at the event was like, no, Suzanne, that's available at Spellbinders. I'm like, no, it's not. If you guys know one thing about me, I know the products at Spellbinders. If I'm going to talk to you about it, I'm going to talk about the steals and deals. You know I'm like every page, right? If you're interested in getting more into scrapbooking at Spellbinders, oh, they're taking care of you. One of the new collections this month that is released, so you'll be seeing videos from me, is specifically made for scrapbooking. Think mini albums, journals, but hey, you can still use it on a card too, especially if you go into the bigger sizes like I do, the 5x7, etc. I'm going to put a link of all the new collections below at Spellbinders as well, so you can take a look. Expect to see videos from me because there's a lot of cuteness. I made the little moose last night. That I did do. Now, let me go back to my ladies. My California girls, Judy Ann. She made this card. There was a swap at the event. She made 22 of these cards. She's like, you didn't participate in the swap? I didn't have time to participate in the swap. Let's talk about it for a second. I'll detail all the items used to make this beauty that she made 22 of with stitching. We'll take a closer look when I go into the top-down shot. The main set is the stitched pineapple dies. Remember this one? This is from May of this year. One of the intros to summer goodness. She made a rocker card. Look at this. What she used here was fluted classic circles. You could also use postage edge circles dies too to get that circle shape. And you open it up like so and it will rock. So she did her pineapple. She did all the stitching. She put gems. Then she put the flowers. Remember these flowers also from the May Kit Club. The sentiment reads, "You are sweet to the core." Caboodle bonus. So if you're a Kit Club member, you didn't get that month's caboodle bonus. Now you can shop it. So this is adorable. We'll take a closer look. She gave a nice envelope. It gets better. Look at this. She made a list of all the supplies she used. I love that. I was like, girl, I don't have to shop this then. That was so sweet of her. I love it. Love it. Looking at the colors here, I believe this is Spellbinders cardstock. Judy, please comment below that I'm correct. So I have to give nice highs and shout outs to all the women. And let me tell you, on the last night, we sat there at a big table. We could have gone all night long. We didn't go all night long because a lot of us were leaving out on Sunday. Some of us took longer than others. So, me. So we sat there and we had the best dessert. So Marilyn, hey girl, she lives in Orlando. She came out all the way to Arizona, just like me, for the in-person crafting event. First ever. And she was there with a friend and her daughter. A lot of moms and daughters came too. That's the best too. But it was nice that families came there. Some husbands came too. They stayed in the rooms or touring around. Marilyn's friend that she met up with had this dessert the night before. And I'll show you a picture here because I took a picture of it. It's just a cookie with ice cream and a little drizzle, but it was so darn good. So because we saw that crafter, and I'm going to say it, I said it then too, she was making love to that dessert. She was just in like, ooh, this dessert. So the next night we were like, okay, we have to have this on Saturday night. It must happen. We ordered, I would think it's about, by the time we were done, about 12 of them. Even the daughters participated in it. It was so fun. So we were there at the table. Nicole was sitting beside me, all the crafty ladies, and we enjoyed the dessert. So I have to say thank you and shout outs to Marilyn again, Judy, Laquita, Jennifer, Lori, Audrey from So Good All. She didn't make it to the table. She had to go upstairs. So nice to meet you because she comments all the time. I met Helen. I met Susan. Hey, Susan. Suzanne. We had to take pictures with our tags facing with the name. And then the ladies from the crop stores that I met. She has a store in Oregon, local scrapbook store, brick and mortar. So I'll put the name of the store here. Her name is Twyla. From that store, it was Twyla, Vicky, and Candy. Vicky is a card maker and she teaches card making classes in store. So that's fun every Friday. If you live in Oregon, you can check it out. And then there was Andrea from Long Island, Crafts on the Move. So she's a new retailer, but she is still a local scrapbook store. Just lovely ladies. And then all the other crafters. Still another shout out to Rosalind and her daughter. She was part of the LA crew too. And Helen from Ohio, if I didn't say Helen again. Hey, Helen, how you doing? So I hope you reach out to me soon. And Judy, the same person who made this beautiful card. She's from Jamaica, so we had our little Jamaica time too. It was all lovely crafters, lovely. I've talked long enough. I haven't even shown you anything else in the video. Let's get started into taking a closer look at this blue mist because she is just so pretty. And then all the goodies that I got and also packing. I may do the packing separate, but I did want to show you in this video a few things that you could get at Hobby Lobby to help you carry your crafting. Cropping and driving in your car, that's one thing. You can carry a whole bunch of stuff and you can spread everything out and have it packed a certain way. But once you're traveling with it, it's a whole different animal. So I'm going to show you what I used to travel with. And they did provide a lot, but there were still other things that we had to bring. And I, of course, forgot my Barely Art glue. So I had to buy another Barely Art glue, but it turned out to be fine. I carried the holder for it, but no glue. I know. But I'll tell you how to travel with your scissors too, because that's a whole thing in and of itself. Okay, crafters, let's get into this video.